cinema faz a gente viajar e muitas vezes sentir o que o personagem está vivendo na telona. A identificação é tão grande que a gente chora, sorri e até sente os sabores do que os personagens estão comendo ou bebendo. Eu sei que parece loucura, mas isso acontece sim. E é por isso mesmo que hoje a viagem do Mapa do Pop vai ser pelas delícias de Hollywood. Os filmes sobre comida e bebida são uma delícia, isso é unanimidade. Atrai multidões aos cinemas e grandes astros aos estúdios. Um bom exemplo disso é o filme Julie em Julia, onde a maravilhosa Meryl Streep faz a personagem de Julia Child, uma das maiores chefes da televisão americana. Imagina os pratos deliciosos que aparecem nas telonas.
I saw a notice on the bulletin board at the embassy for hat making lessons.
You like hats?
I do.
No.
I do.
What is it that you really like to do?
Eat.
Outra super estrela que também se fartou literalmente com as delícias da mesa foi Julia Roberts. O título Comer, Rezar e Amar já diz tudo, né, gente? Numa viagem pelo mundo, a protagonista Liz Gilbert redescobre a felicidade numa simples fatia de pizza. Vem comigo!
Listen, lady, I am only 7, but I can tell you're a complete moron because I am from Naples.
Hi, Francesco. Ciao.
Felicidade. I'm Francesco.
He speaks Portuguese.
No. Obrigado, muito obrigado. I love Brazil.
Tell me about the story behind L'Antica Pizzeria da Michele.
Antica Pizzeria Michele was born in 1870, so it's about 150 years old. It's 5 generations. I know the family since I was a kid. I used to go there all the time. And I moved to US 20 years ago.
So you're from Napoli?
I'm from Napoli, yeah, which is the place of pizza.
I'm in love. I'm having a relationship with my pizza.
The scene we see in Eat, Pray, Love with Julia Roberts happened in Napoli, right?
Yeah.
But then you opened here in US. Was it after the movie or?
After the movie. We were trying to open for many years. But you know, at the beginning, the family, they were really like, oh, we only want one location. And then they said, no, we're open to do more business. So
Good.
everybody can make a pizza, but you find out that this pizza is different. It's ginormous, and it's only for you. So the way we look at pizza is not like, hey, let's put a pizza in the center. I'll take a slice, you take a slice. We do that here in US, but in Italy, you just it's all yours. In fact, God forbid somebody's gonna cut your pizza. In Napoli, it's like, you know, like, why would you
So you
cut
have
my
to learn
pizza? When you in Brazil, do you get the pizza already cut?
Yes.
So they just give you the slice?
Yeah.
No, I can't. You
É um
can't.
pecado, gente, fazer isso assim.
I can't. You gotta cut it the way you want. It's yours.
You look like you're breaking up with the pizza. What's the matter? I can't. I mean, you can't. This is pizza margherita in Napoli. It is your moral imperative to eat and enjoy that pizza.
I want to, but I've gained like 10 pounds. I mean, I've got this right here in my tummy, you know, this, what's it called? What's the word for it?
A muffin top. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish this pizza, and then we're gonna go watch the soccer game. And tomorrow, we're gonna go on a little date and buy ourselves some bigger jeans. Giovanni likes a muffin. Not a girl.
Do you want to make a pizza? Oh, you gotta make a pizza.
I need to try, but that's my main thing. I need to try that slice.
So I want to introduce you to Chef Michele,
Please.
the good-looking guy over
Let's
there.
go.
Let's go meet him.
So I heard you're the only person that have the power to teach me how to do a good pizza and have the secret of a good pizza in LA. Is it
Okay,
true?
no, that's not true. That's not true. But actually, I'm carrying this huge responsibility, you know, to expand in the world the name of the Michelin, the pizzeria, the Michelin Naples. And of course, here we can actually teach you how to make pizza in the right way, in the
Thank you,
traditional
in the
way.
right way.
So we're importing everything from Italy. Cheese, fior di latte cheese, which is not mozzarella, it's fior di latte cheese. The tomato is from Italy. The pecorino cheese is from Italy. The flour, very important thing, is from Italy.
Even you.
Even me is from Italy. I don't know if it's a good. In Italy, for us, especially people as me from Naples, when you grab it, I'm from Ischia, wherever, when you grab the slice of pizza, the pizza has to be soft. You know, so the slice of pizza has to be soft. Why? Because soft means that pizza is juicy. Let's start making this pizza, Carol. So put it upside down and start tapping the dough like this, okay? And spread it all over. Okay, you know what? I like the sides. I like your sides. Grab the pie.
This.
Remove all the flour and go there. At this point, what I would do?
It's my secret.
I'm gonna do the Napolitan slap. Okay, one hand over here, and then I do this.
Oh my God, that's hard. How you call that?
Napolitan slap. Because
Napolitan
you're slapping the
slap.
pizza, you know.
Oh, tapa napolitano.
Why? Because we want to remove all the flour. So at this point, let's go with some tomato.
Okay, spread all
Keep a
over
distance from the cassa, like a couple of fingers. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, get some pecorino cheese because
Pecorino
that's another
cheese.
difference. We don't put Parmigiano, we put pecorino cheese. Then grab some basil leaf. Don't forget the fior di latte cheese. We put oil.
Okay.
And actually, you're ready to put the pizza on the pie. And now here we can
born
actually
with it.
fix the shape.
Please.
Okay.
And how long it takes for the pizza to...
Usually, when you're basically working like a full speed, you don't need more than 45 seconds. Oh my God, look at that. You did this. Look at that.
Ta-da!
So when you grab it the slice, look how messy it is.
It's true.
See, it's super soft. So what we do,
you go like
in Italy we do
that.
this. You know, we grab the corner, we put inside, we call it, we close it.
Meat now. Oh, gente, tadinha da barriga.
It's so good, so good.
Oh my God, I made this. Felicidade está aqui. Já deu para perceber que um dos ingredientes principais para uma boa cozinha é o amor. E esse é o tema de um filme delicioso, criado e estrelado por Jon Favreau, que é um chefe que ama cozinhar, larga a sofisticação, compra um food truck e sai por aí para ser feliz.
Lo bailamos y lo gozamos, marcando tradición con un sombrero guano. En homenaje para el Beni, con talento le cantamos. La leña, que llegó la lírica que enseña. Gente de zona con la guay, si son de la
All right, buddy, I need you to get me a crowd. Yes, chef. All right, you know it. Mira, mira, papi chulo, mami chula, step right up. Best Cuban food in all South Beach. Come on, don't be afraid, step up. If you need it more authentic, you can swim 90 miles that way. O cubano, medianoche, yuca frita. Tenemos tostones, if you can pronounce it, we can make it. Arroz con pollo, yuca frita. Okay, 4 medianoche is coming up. I got it, got it?
I got 4 ready over here.
Yuca fries, and that was you? Yeah, here we go. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your patience.
Falar sobre comida boa é quase sempre passar pela França. E é de lá também que veio uma das histórias mais deliciosas do cinema. E é por isso que eu estou aqui numa escola de culinária para saborear todas as delícias do chocolate. Vem comigo! E foi justamente o amor pelo cinema e pela boa comida, docinho, né? Quem não gosta? Que uniu essas duas mulheres que eu vou apresentar para vocês agora. Hi, Clemence. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Hi, Ruth.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. Tell me, what is this place? Is it a school where you learn how to cook? Tell me.
We're a recreational cooking school, so we're here to just have fun. So you can come for a 3-hour Thai class, or you can learn to make pasta one afternoon, or you can take one of Ruth's 2-day bean to bar chocolate making workshops.
Everyone loves chocolate.
Everyone loves chocolate. So it's really fun, it's really open and kind and relaxed, but it's really good skills and techniques. So we want everybody to come away with a lot of learning in a really fun place.
Talking about the movies and food, one thing that they all have in common, all the movies that talk about food have in common is like they portray the passion that you need to have in order to make good food.
You have to be crazy. Yeah.
I mean, do you believe that?
I do.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the chocolate makers, and you can taste the love in their chocolate, and sometimes you can taste the not love in their lack of passion.
And you can totally tell who's a good technician and who's somebody who really wants to share what they have inside and bring it out through a dish.
So you can make good food without the happiness, but
yeah, you
it's
can't
not...
make great food without it.
Yes. What's your favorite movie about food?
I'm going to say Chocolat because it happens in a small village in France, and I connected, and that's when Johnny Depp was like so cute.
When he was cute.
Go ahead. It's your favorite.
What makes you so sure?
Go on, taste it.
That's fantastic.
Oh, thanks. I have a knack for guessing.
It's good. Not my favorite.
Sorry.
And what about you?
Ratatouille was my favorite movie. And partly because it is animated and it spoke to children. And we truly believe, like, from cradle to grave with learning about great food. So I love Ratatouille.
What are you doing?
I'm cutting vegetables. I'm cutting the vegetables.
No, you waste energy and time. You think cooking is a cute job, eh? Like mommy in the kitchen? Well, mommy never had to face the dinner rush when the orders come flooding in and every dish is different and none are simple and all of the different cooking times, but must arrive on the customer's table at exactly the same time, hot and perfect. Every second counts and you cannot be mommy.
So let's do something here. I need to understand first because I'm not a good cooker, I have to say.
Well, we're going to get you an apron. I'm going to go bake off some cookies, and y'all can talk about where chocolate comes from.
Okay, great. So here we have our kind of world of chocolate education, and I bring like little things to show our students. So here's our cacao, and we're going to taste it. As you know, you're just going to suck on it. What do you think it tastes like? We think it tastes a little like lychee. Lychee?
Yes, yes.
So that's what we get a lot. Lychee, right. But this is the actual cocoa bean. So this is a freshly roasted bean from Ghana. What do you think?
It's hard to understand the taste, but I can feel the chocolate is there, so
it's like in the back end. If you crush that up, it becomes cocoa nibs. It's the same thing. So this is a cocoa nib of a different origin. So let's see if this tastes different than the Ghana one.
That's strong. It's more light.
It's not as intense.
Yeah, that's true.
Every bean you're going to taste is going to taste different. So what is this? This is cocoa butter. This is the fat that lives in our cacao. If you press out most of that cocoa butter, what you're left with is your cocoa powder. So after we've ground it and added our sugar and added maybe our milk, the magic happens. The magic happens, and we're gonna eat our chocolate. This is a 62%. No milk in this.
Gente, é muito bom. O chocolate é divino, realmente. Uma coisa dos deuses. It comes from God.
You know that, right? You know what word, that it actually comes from a word about God. Do you know this?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Tell me.
The botanical name for cacao is Theobroma cacao. And it was named by Linnaeus, a Swedish botanist, and it means food of the gods. Are you ready to temper chocolate?
Yes.
So tempering is a process, it's a scientific process, where you take chocolate that was in temper once, because all our chocolate that we purchase, all those bars, they've been tempered at the factory. And that's why they snap and they stay solid at room temperature.
Okay.
So when we're chocolatiers, we actually have to take chocolate and then we have to untemper it and retemper it. And that's the professional term is crystallization. So to do that was we warm the chocolate up, which I already did. So we did this over a double boiler. And you can see it's beautiful and warm. You need time temperature movement to make this chocolate back in temper. So I'm gonna show you how to do it and then you're gonna do it. You pour about 3/4 onto the table. What I want you to do is scrape with this and clean with that. Scrape with this, clean with that. Scrape with this, clean with that. Just keep moving it. So get this side, get this side. To temper chocolate, you always have to keep it moving, 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 moving. What I'm gonna do is take the temperature. We're looking for, in Fahrenheit, we're looking for about 82, and we're at 86, so you have a little ways to go. We're at 81.9, we're right where we wanna be. Now we have to get that chocolate in this bowl. And then I want you to stir, stir, stir. So after you've tempered it and you stirred it back into the melted chocolate, we need to get it up to what's called a working temperature. So you can work with it. It's the warmest it can be without bringing it out of temper. Take the temp.
88.
88. I'm gonna do this one, you're gonna do the next one.
Okay.
Oh, you're so good.
Okay.
Take it out of this is your piping bag. We're gonna twist, 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 twist. And we're going to cut off the top, not too much, but enough. We're gonna make mendiants, which are little circles that are gonna have items on them. So you're not gonna squeeze, you're gonna pipe with this one, and then boop. So you can do whatever you want. We have pistachios, we have cherries, and we have candied ginger. Now, do you see how this is setting up? So that means the chocolate was in temper. So you successfully tempered chocolate. It should set within 5 minutes if it's properly tempered, but it takes a good 24 hours to be fully crystallized. So you make chocolate one day and you sell it or eat it the next day. I mean, we can eat it today, don't worry. But if you're gonna sell it, you may wanna wait 24 hours. But you did it.
Muito bom. Legal.
Cinema na sobremesa, cinema no prato principal e não para por aí. A paixão da sétima arte pelos sabores se expressa até numa boa garrafa de vinho. O cinema, assim como o vinho, tem emoção, personalidade e muita história. Por isso eu vim aqui na Angelina Wine Company conversar com o Jasper e a Amy.
Taste that. You'll want to taste this. Get a glass, get a glass. You'll tell your children about this wine.
Oh, gee. That is some Chardonnay.
We got this space a few years ago in 2018 with the focus of making wine from local Los Angeles County vineyards. We produce maybe around like 15,000 bottles a year. And we do everything in this little 2,000 square foot space. We crush the grapes, we ferment it, we barrel age it.
Everything happens here, the magic happens here.
All the magic happens here.
I have to say this smell is really good.
Yeah.
What is the best part? Is the making or the drinking?
Maybe drinking while making.
Ah, okay, good.
That's when the magic really happens.
Both together. How many people work with you guys?
You're looking at them.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazing.
You see, the reason that this region is so good for Pinot is that the cold air off the Pacific flows in at night, and it just cools down the berries. Pinot's a very thin-skinned grape. It doesn't like constant heat or humidity, very delicate.
Hearing you reminds me of the movie Sideways.
Oh, yeah.
It is about wine in California. What do you think about this movie? Do you like it? Or?
Yeah, Sideways was a super fun movie. It really launched Pinot Noir as a grape and wine. Like it made.
Do you think because of this movie?
Oh yeah, like it super increased sales of that, and because there was one moment where he made fun of Merlot, the great Merlot. People stopped drinking it, and it's still affected now, which is nuts because some of the most famous, most expensive wine from the right bank of Bordeaux is based off of the great Merlot, and it's a beautiful grape, but the power of the movies.
Do not sabotage me. If you want to be a fucking lightweight, then that's your call, but do not sabotage me.
Oh, aye, Captain, you got it.
And if they want to drink Merlot, we're drinking Merlot.
No, if anybody orders Merlot, I'm leaving. I am not drinking any fucking Merlot!
Okay, relax, Miles. Jesus, no Merlot. Did you bring your Xanax?
So I noticed that you have different kinds of beers. You have like the wood one and then the metal one. What's the difference?
Yeah, well, so these metal ones are made of stainless steel, and they help to kind of keep the wines more crisp. The kind of like more fruity flavors. It'll preserve that, keep the wine fresher. Versus the wood that you have in wood, all the little, kind of porous aspects of the wood, so it can micro-oxygenate, so it can kind of breathe, and that softens the wine and slowly ages it and gives it a little more texture.
It's like science, basically.
Yeah.
Can you show me around and tell me the difference between the
so
grapes?
you'll see, like we have, Albarino here and Tempranillo.
Over here too, the Mencia, which is a really cool lesser-known grape from Galicia.
And do you think somehow that the movie industry helps, like when they talk about wine?
Of course, California is very famous as a wine region. But I am still waiting for the movie to be made about the beginnings of California wine. Because people think California wine began in Napa and Sonoma, and they see these movies. But winemaking did not begin in Napa and Sonoma. It began in Los Angeles, very much where we are right now.
Producers, wake up.
Yeah.
Everything all right here?
These Californian wines. Oh, so good.
What were you expecting?
And the thing about wine is that we all like something different, right? So there's no real right or wrong to it. It's just what you like and what you don't like.
That's interesting. So for you, like personally, there's no like good or bad wine. It depends on the person and the mood or.
Yeah, and the situation too. Like what are you eating? Like is it hot out? Is it cold out? If it's really hot and we're in the sun, we're probably going to want something more refreshing and lighter and crisp, maybe like a whiter rosé. If it's the middle of winter and we're having like heartier foods, you want a heavier red.
Magnificent bouquet. Alluring nose of honey and spice. And all things nice. Inspection of the polyphenolics reveals magnificent hues of brick red, indicative of a mature Bordeaux.
It's a Burgundy.
Yes, I knew it was Burgundy.
One for you, sir?
I think I shall have an eclipse.
I think one of the things that that's so unfortunate about wine is that people are scared of it, and they're like taught like, oh well, you have to use the terminology and you have to get it right.
You have to do
you have to do this. And
yeah,
no, it's not. That's all.
Smell.
No, yeah, that's not. Yeah, we don't have to. We don't have to do any of that. What's fun is just to drink this. If you like this Tempranillo, like tonight, if you go to a restaurant, order another Tempranillo. Do you like that? Maybe tomorrow night,
try something else.
And so when you see, oh, it's a Tempranillo, I like that. That's all that matters, is that when you drink wine, are you having a good time? If not, dump it out, get something else.
That's the good thing about food and drink, right? You have to enjoy and have fun.
That's the whole idea.
Try different things. Drink the rainbow.
Stick your nose in. Don't be shy. Really get your nose right in there, really. A little citrus. Maybe some strawberry. Passion fruit. And, there's just like the faintest soupçon of like asparagus, and there's just a flutter of like a nutty Edam cheese. Wow.
You think wine is romantic?
I think we should let the romantic of the winery answer that
Acho que ele é o artista romântico da história.
After you get to this point in the bottle, for sure. You know?
It all depends how much you drink.
I think wine is an art, and like any other art, I think there's definitely romanticism involved, well, whether it's music, painting, whatever.
Do you believe that wine has this power to connect people?
I think that's the beauty of wine. In most cases, if you open a bottle of wine, you have at least an hour of conversation. Or, you know, there's just something about like opening wine with dinner, opening wine with friends, and it's just, it's meant to take time to drink it. And so there's not really another beverage that's like that.
Oxygenating it opens it up. It unlocks the aromas, the flavors, very important. Smell again. Ah, that's what you do with every one of them.
Wow. When do we drink it?
Now.
So is there a right way to hold the glass?
Just don't drop it.
Isso fácil, gente. Tintin for love,
Tintin.
Yeah.
movies,
Movies,
and
yes.
wine. Os filmes sobre comida e bebida são uma delícia, isso é fato. Atrai multidões aos cinemas e uma das maiores estrelas, né? Chefes de televisão. E é aí que tá o barato do filme. Por isso, o nosso passeio do mapa de pop o universo das animações também se alimentou pela nossa paixão, A identificação é tão grande que a gente sorri, chora e até sente os sabores do que os personagens estão comendo ou bebendo.